I've been diabetes for 19 years. My friend Maya got diagnosed with diabetes and figured the first thing she should do is ask about it on Reddit. You know, the land of the intellectual. She also wanted me and Mana to say, yeah, I know that looks like a fucking Scrabble play by a 3-year-old, but that's his name. It's Ethiopian, which is, I think, French for lack of food. She wanted me to say fat fuck and leave it at that. But you know my standards are higher than that. I wrote an entire story for her, pulling inspiration from the other diabetics and, Alabama. I can't really explain it. You kinda just have to hear it yourself. If there's anything you need to remember, it's to test what carbs are okay, which are not, and to avoid embarrassment, keep tracks of where you leave your needles. I've had diabetes for about 19 years now. I've had my hunches about where it comes from. Personally think it's sexually related. I can't find any other reason my entire family would have it, even far cousins. We're a hardy bunch. But regardless of how, why, where, or when you get it, it's important to not blame yourself. If you focus on that, you'll never be able to focus on the future. Now, some carbs go well together, some don't. It's up to personal opinion, or more so your body's. But personally, char beef has always gone well with fresh deodorant. Taste-wise, it mixes well. The crispier beef with the buttery Old Spice. Unfortunately, my colon sees a different story. I was eating at a Waffle House with my brother's brother. My brother has the same mom but a different dad, and his brother has the same dad but a different mom. Since I was visiting him, maybe to transmit some diabetes. Unfortunately, Waffle House will burn your meat for you if you ask, and I brought my own stick of Old Spice Wolfthorn. Unfortunately, it didn't go so well down in my stomach, so halfway through, I had to get up and use the restroom. I didn't make it to the bathroom in time and ended up going straight through my kilt. I wasn't wearing panties and I'm too big to wear a skirt, and splattering all over the floor. It was all good aside from the kids who slipped in it. They'd be put out of their misery soon enough though. Thing I forgot is that deodorant stuff is quite flammable, as my brother's brother was about to find out. He came up to ask me, stop laughing at me, dickwad. He came up to ask me if I was okay, but dropped his lit cigarette in my fresh pool, and lit the place ablaze like a California forest. Fortunately, I was able to break out through the back, sat on a lock and broke it. Had a hard time fitting through the door though. Unfortunately was the only one that got out. Beef wasn't the only thing that got charred. Place smelled like smoky human bacon. Supposedly still does. Makes my mouth water. Not then though. I was having a withdrawal since I forgot my insulin, so I hurried home as fast as I could. Apparently the police noticed the needles I left all over the place near the house and investigated, finding my brother's heroin collection before I could even get home. Talk about how embarrassed I was. I was terrified of what he thought about me. Fortunately nothing, since he got executed the same day for child sex trafficking. Anyways, I gotta go attend his funeral in a few minutes. Hopefully nobody defiles his body. Hope you keep doing you, girl. Good luck on your journey. Can I downvote this? I can.
Macedonia, then flip it around.
I mentioned at some point after writing the comment that I would really like to run this thing through Google Translate a few times, then have that be a response. Eventually, the other two decided to actually do it, and what Google Translate spit out is quite, interesting. Recorded this time. Shut the fuck up, nerd. If you want to remember something, knowing which carbohydrate is good is not. Avoid being embarrassed, and where to leave the needle, follow it. I've been diabetes for 19 years. I've already talked about where it comes from, and I think it's very personal about sex. There is no other reason for my whole family, even our cousins. We are a great part. But who just left? Fucking bot. Pussy bitch. But it does not matter which and when you meet, and oh fuck. You should not be responsible for yourself. That's just bad advice. If you focus, you will not be able to focus on the future. Currently, some of the drugs are very good. They do not do anything, depending on your own ideas or more from your body. Bad fat is cleaned with the new home. The odors of wisdom are fitting, and poisonous rubbish and salty salad. Unfortunately, colon looks at a strange story. I ate at home. I ate at Waffle House with my brother and brother, my brother's brother and my father and my uncle's brother, because I would meet yes. Maybe diabetes would be yes. If you ask, the Waffle House will clean up the meat for you, and I will find it from my old man, from the Old Spice Wolfthorn. Unfortunately, it does not work well in my stomach, so I need to use the bathroom. I did not go to the bathroom at the moment, and went right into my car. What the fuck does that mean? I was not in a box, and I had a lot of clothes. And pulled it on the ground. Everything was far away from the children found inside. They will soon get out of their problems. I forgot that the deodorant was so hot. Because my brother's brother was a very obvious person. He came to ask me if I was good and quit smoking in my pool and put fire in the California forest. What the fuck did I just read? After a masterpiece like that, the other two decided to run it through again, multiple times.
There it is.
All right. If there is something to keep in mind, check which carbohydrates are fine, and then go where you left. The need to avoid embarrassment is what to do. I have diabetes about 19 years. I asked where she came from. I think she is sexually relevant personally. I do not find other reasons for my family, even far away. We are a cordial group. But no matter what, why, where, or when you find it, it is important that you do not judge yourself. If you are careful, you can never focus on the future. Well, some carbohydrates go well together, others do not. That depends on the personal opinion, or more than of your body. But personal steak has always gone well with clean dirt. Food, well mixed, fresh basket and old seasonal butter. Unfortunately, the stomach sees a different story. Since I visited, he ate with his brother in the house. His older brother is the same, but one father and his brother have one father. Unfortunately, you've asked for a Waffle House to cook your soul, and I brought my own stick to spice Wolfthorn. Unfortunately, it did not work well in the stomach, so I have to get up and use the toilet. I did not do it in the bath and went straight to my kettle. I had no panties and I was too big to wear.
That part's so
It splashed the floor. It was a good addition to the children who slipped into it.
wow.
They will soon be released from their evil. What I'd forgotten was that the deodorant substance was quite flammable because my brother's brother was known. She came to ask me. I took pills, but smoke fell in my pool and went into the California. This is like a shitty Mad Libs. Luckily, I left sitting in a lock and breaking it. It's hard to get through the door. Unfortunately, one thing comes out. Meat is not the only thing that gets singed. There's a founder in the same place as a human nurture dog. I close my mouth. I'm going home as soon as possible because there's not enough insulin. The police said that when I returned home, I found my brother's brother before the needle in the car at home came home. Talk about embarrassment. I should not think about him because he was killed because of sex. For a few minutes, I go to the funeral. We do not want anyone to excite our bodies. I hope you enjoy the best in your history. Fortunately, I gave it to the tower to destroy. Haha, tell me about your weakness. That would probably be high blood sugar, wouldn't it, Maya? And I brought my own stick from Old Spice bed. It's important to blame yourself. What?
Aww.
Just like some people, in the upper bones is very good. They will soon be removed from their misery.
Shut up before I cook your soul.
Shut the fuck up, Waffle House.
Waffleck has burned the faith for the OO. And if you bring me to a bed, I'll be in the air. Is an exorcism happening? Unfortunately, my stomach was not good at medication, so I got half of the shoes to catch them. I'm right in the room when it's time to look at the ends of my end. I'm much dressed in my shirt clothes and the floor. He corrected him with everything except for children was destroyed. Immediately the poor will be expelled. But I throw into a favorite cup of water. I had to go to his grave in a few minutes. May not defecate his body. Still, I have to go to his grave for a few minutes. May her body be cleansed. No, I think I would pollute his body. Okay. Hello,
Go
my
ahead.
name Maya. I do not know that we are sick with diabetes new to diabetes. I recently received a blood testing and insulin illness to illness sugar, but not tested. Everyone has a pair of news, or do you know? This can be considered due to diabetes.
Nutted in her braces, had them kids behind bars.
What the fuck did I just listen to?
And that's all, my guys. As usual, if you liked the video, remove yourself from this earth for everyone else's sake. And if you disliked the video, subscribe so that you'll get notified when new videos for you to comment, eat shit, and die on are uploaded. I'll just be out here with my ass up my ass. I hope the rest of your day will be better than this was.